Hi, this is Margaret with Recipe Amateur Investigator. Today we're going to make a chocolate cake, but not just any ordinary chocolate cake. Literally, this is the best chocolate cake, and I have baked many chocolate cakes, so I think this is my top third, 1, 2, and 3 cakes from chocolate. So let's get started. Just so I don't forget, this cake is by Sally Baking Edition. And what it is, it's a chocolate layer cake, but I'm not going to do a layer cake. I'm going to do a bunt cake, and then I'm going to add something different to the cake. So you're going to set your oven at 350. There goes Charlie. Charlie. And then we're going to get a glass bowl. This is 1 3/4 cups of sugar. I know it's a lot of sugar. And also flour. And then we're just going to stir it. But we're also going to put some more dry ingredients in here. The next is going to be 3/4 of cocoa powder. I'm using Hershey's, but you can use any kind of cocoa powder you want. Charlie. And then we're going to add in 2 teaspoons of baking soda. Oh, my Charlie. Gotta love him. Charlie. No barking, Charlie. And then we're going to add in 1 tablespoon of baking powder. So I got the baking powder. And then I'm sorry guys, these is not tablespoons. These are all 1 teaspoon. So it's 2 teaspoons of baking soda. 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and then 1 teaspoon of salt. Charlie got me all crazy. So we're going to do 1 of salt. There's the salt. And then we're going to mix this, and then we're going to set it to the side. So first let's stir it. Mix it all together. And then we're going to set this to the side. Next, with our mixer, Fifi's go, ooh, something good to eat, Mama? Not today, not chocolate for you, Miss Fifi. We're going to get a mixing bowl, and then you're going to get 1/2 cup of canola. I got canola westing oil, just so you know in here, canola oil. I got 2 eggs, room temperature. So let's put that in. Okay. Then I'm going to put in 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Somebody needs to go back to Mexico. I'm almost out of vanilla. That will be a sad day. But don't worry, I got enough to last to the holidays, through Christmas. Spare. And then you're going to have 1 cup of buttermilk, also at room temperature. Let me just make sure that we're mixing the buttermilk in here as well. I think we add the buttermilk later, but let me just make sure. Add butter. Okay. Yeah. So we're going to whisk this all together. Then we're going to add in the buttermilk. I knew that wasn't in there, right? Okay, there it goes. Oh, again, I dropped it. Okay, there we go. Then we're going to lift this up, because this is my lifter. Decided to use this one today. And we're just going to mix it. We're just going to mix it all together. So we're just going to let it mix for a little bit. And then meanwhile, go ahead and get yourself 1 cup of hot coffee brew, which I got mine here. And then now this is getting mixed. Then we're going to start adding in, I'm going to add in a little bit of the buttermilk. I'm going to turn it down because I don't want it splashing on me. And then we're going to let me mix this a little bit together. And then we're going to put in some of the dry ingredients and just alternate. So when I do this, I'm just going to put this in here. Some of the dry ingredients, and then I'm going to set it on low. I'm going to add a little bit of buttermilk again, and then we're going to put some more dry ingredients. fine now. I'm going to get the rest of this in here. There we go. And then the rest of the buttermilk. Buttermilk. Have you ever tasted buttermilk by itself? Ugh. Let's see if I can get a little bit more buttermilk out of here. Buttermilk is one of those things that's so thick. But in cakes and stuff like that, or even baking it, as using it as a marinator for your chicken, it tastes so good, but drinking it's disgusting. Okay, so we're mixing this. While this is mixing, I'm just gonna push this to the side. Like I said, I got the oven at 350. I'm gonna use a bunt cake. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use a bunt cake, I already sprayed it. But this cake, if you want to do it in layers and then ice it between it, go ahead and do it, because this is her recipe, but I'm gonna do it in a bunt cake. If you're going to do it in layer, watch my baking strip video, those baking strips, to see if they work or not, but I'm telling you it's a hit, so watch that video on baking strips. Meanwhile, we got this, I have this ready. This is nice and whipped, so we're gonna turn this off. Okay, turn it off. You might come closer so you see the batter. I made this cake last week when I saw my grandkids, because they were coming over, and I play hooky from work, and I made a cake for the kids, and they spent the day with them. So anyway, this is really, they loved it. And I try not to do icing for them, because you know they don't need all that sugar. I think this is enough sugar, because my grandkids don't like icing. It's the craziest thing. They like cake without icing, so I make sure this cake works for them. They loved it. So I'm gonna pour this in. I'm not gonna pour it off right yet, because I want to show you what I did for them, and they loved it. What I did is I got some chocolate chips, because I knew I wasn't going to ice it for them. I think I put so much oil, but that's okay. I just don't want to stick. And what I did is I just kind of put them in here. Just put them all around to make it even more chocolatey. Is that a word? Chocolatey? Huh? Sure, if my son's watching this, he's probably laughing. Anyway. They all say, Mom, you don't know how to talk. I don't care. I made it this far without their telling me. So, anyway. So I got my chocolate chips in here. I'm telling you, it works. It makes the cake so moist and so rich. And then I'm going to get the rest of this chocolate batter. And put it in. And if anybody makes this cake or have made this cake, tell me, was this your favorite chocolate cake or one of your top chocolate cakes? Or if you have a top chocolate cake that maybe I haven't done. I like Preppy Kitchen chocolate cake, and I like Natasha's chocolate cake. Oh my God. So these are my top 3 chocolate cakes. And then I'm just going to put this in here. I'm going to bake this in the oven. Now, since it's a bunt cake, and you're going to have to watch it and see. I did it at 35 minutes, and it came out great for me, because I did my cake thing. So let me put this in the oven. I'm going to bake it, and we will be right back in just a moment. So we're back, but let me tell you what I did. I forgot, 'cause with Charlie barking in the background, I forgot to add the 1 cup of coffee in there. So I went ahead, before I put it in the oven, I realized that. So we did put the coffee in there. So please, after you put the dry ingredients, make sure you put that coffee in there. And it's 1 cup of coffee. And I'll post the recipe on the YouTube channel too. So I got a little impatient with the cake. I wanted to hurry up. So this is what it came out to be. I'm not going to ice the cake. Charlie, I'm not going to ice the cake. But if you do want to ice the cake, you can ice the cake. She has a recipe with it. If it was me, I probably would make it like a ganache because of the icing with a bunt cake. So, Charlie. Come here, Charlie. So, but the cake is really good. So, let me show it to you. So this is what it's so moist. Look at how the sponge is. But let me just show you a piece. Because we're going to cut a piece. Like I said, it's very warm. Come on, come closer so they can see how. Look, I'm bring it here. I'm going to show you this cake. You can see how moist it is. Look in here. Show right here. Look how moist this is inside. This is so moist, this cake. Look at that. So let me show you another thing. That's what I'm saying. This cake is so good. Look at, I'm flying my cake everywhere. Just make sure it doesn't go on the floor because of the dogs. But if you come over here a little closer, this cake is so moist. Look at that. Look how spongy. See how it springs back? This is one of my favorite. I'm telling you, this is a really good chocolate cake. Just at least try and make this cake once and you'll see what I'm talking about. It's really good. The kids will love it. You will love it. This would be a great something to do for the 4th of July because what kid doesn't like to have chocolate cake with a root beer float? Come on, that's all kids dream, but at least a chocolate cake. But you could, like I said, you could make her icing, you can make her ganache maybe with chocolate or maybe with Reese's peanut butter, make chocolate and peanut butter. What a great combination. Or even maybe a white chocolate one. And then sprinkle it with the red, white, and blue sprinkles for there. But I'm telling you, this cake is so good. It is my favorite. I mean, it just melts in your mouth. So, please subscribe to my channel here at Recipe Amateur Investigator. If you like this recipe, you're going to try the recipe, or if you tried it and you don't like it, let me know because I'm telling you, this is going to be one of your top 3 chocolate cake recipe. So I want to thank you for coming into my kitchen. Please subscribe. I'm on here at YouTube, Facebook, and on Instagram at times. Again, thank you for coming to my kitchen. Have a beautiful day. I hope your family enjoys this cake as much as mine was going to. Bye, guys.